Hush, Lance. Oh, it's hot. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had a technical difficulty. Let me know who is back in here. What up, Miguel? Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. Jay, let me know if you hop back in here, bro, so I can get back to your question that you asked in that previous live. Anyways, guys, just to start over real quick. Sorry about that. That last live just kind of got interrupted by something. Um, but to catch anybody that wasn't in that previous one, I'm working on some new features on the website, so make sure you guys stay on top of that. I'm gonna have a lot of freebies for you guys to download. Some t-shirt mock-up downloads for free, and then also a bunch of other little templates that you guys can use for free off of the website. All you gotta do is sign up and for the newsletter, and just simple stuff. But anyways, Jay, I see you're back in here, brother. To get back to your question, man, to be honest, bro, I would make a good relationship with a company that has DTG. Um, those transfers that you're talking about are pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, but the texture definitely is still not up to par to something like DTG or like screen printing. So I use a company, and this is giving you guys some crazy information because it took me forever to find a company like this, and I love using them. I use a company called Cinelight, and you set up a business account with them. You do have to have not necessarily a tax exempt number, but I think they do require you to have the minimum of like a simple website or at least an email with your website domain. But I ordered anything DTG through them, so um, I suggest using a company like that, Jay. Let me see what you're saying. Yeah, man, and even something that minimal, if it's like literally a pocket-sized print, dude, at that point, I would either be convincing the client to do a single color, and just kind of, yeah, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, if you have the means of doing it, 100%. I learned early on that the easier I streamline the process of making shirts and doing things in a certain way, um, it makes your life easier, man. The company is called Cinelite, Sinalite. Hey, Miguel. So yeah, man. Decals. That's actually what I started with. You know what, man? When you get to the bigger stuff for decals, I do anywhere between 10 to 15 cents per square inch. So for example, if it's a like a 36 by 24-inch decal, I multiply those two together and then times 10 or 15 cents. And the 10 and 15 cents to me varies depending how hard it is to weed it out and how much time I'm gonna take weeding out that project. Decals, man, you gotta learn early on how to charge for your time, man. Because whilst a decal might seem really simple at first, I have bumped into times where I'll start weeding it out and I'm like, why did I agree to this price? Now, for simple decals, like car decals and things of that nature, I do have like a block price. So typically anything under 10 to 11 inches, I do a flat rate of $6 to $7. Um, 12 to 24, I'm typically like in the 15 to $20 range. And again, it all just varies on how much work you're doing weeding, and that's one color, man. If you're doing another color, like dual colors, I'll add another 5 cents for each color. A lot of people are gonna tell you that's expensive. I'm pretty expensive, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I still somehow get clients and I still somehow maintain busy. So it's really what it's worth to you, bro. And but that's how I price my stuff. Hey Harris, nice to see you, man. I think it's the first time I see you on the channel. Uh, what's up, Chanton? Anybody have any questions? So this week I'm gonna be sublimating on these guys. If you guys don't know much about sublimation, I'm pretty much just getting ready to start doing a bunch of videos on it. I think I have a pretty good sponsorship with a company, and I'm gonna be trying out some of the products. I just gotta close the deal. I haven't had a chance because I've been building a shed in the backyard. But let me see, Chanton. Yeah, Chanton, I've definitely used print and cut before. Oh man, Miguel, thank you so much for those $10, dude. You're awesome. Yeah, Chanton. So, are you talking about print and cut on Cricut, or do you mean like on a regular vinyl cutter? Because I actually have the print and cut feature on both my Cricut Explore Air 2 and on my US Cutter MKH printer. And I actually do have a video on that, Shanton. If you go into my videos, I have one for the Cricut if that's what you're kind of looking for. You know what, Mr. J? It's funny that you mentioned Walmart because I use the George brand a lot because it's very inexpensive and I love the feel of it. Specifically, they're 65/35 because I can actually sublimate on those, and they're dirt cheap, dude. If you want to order shirts, you can order them off of jiffyshirts.com. That's typically where I order my bulk shirts from. Yeah, Chanton, just check out in my videos. I have a Cricut print and cut video that you can follow. I pretty much explain everything and I go through the process myself. So yeah, guys, and if you can please hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. It means a lot. It helps the live, you know, get shared with more people. And I see 5 people in here. I see very little people asking questions, man. Ask any questions while you have me here because I try to do these lives more often, and I'm probably going to start doing them a lot more often from my phone on my actual desk, as opposed to the big setup, just because it's super hot over there right now, and unless it's during the morning when I'm actually processing orders, and I mean early, I don't want to be in that room. It's too hot. Chanton, what is the issue you're having, brother? Can you elaborate a little bit more on it? Maybe I can help you or walk you through it real quick. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited to sublimate on these little guys. They're business cards. I am gonna offer these on my website for sale. I'm also thinking about start selling blanks on the website. I think I'm gonna reach out to Nina and to a lot of these companies that I already do a lot of business with and see if I can wholesale bulk buy this stuff so I can sell it to you guys and just so you guys can find everything in one spot super easy. I've been thinking about doing that for a while. Mr. J, so I don't typically charge by the letter. I see it depends because there's some companies that 100% specialize on like team shirts or like sports and they charge by the letter or by the word. I don't do it that way. So for t-shirts, I cut my if I'm doing HTV, for example, I cut my HTV into sections. Typically I believe they're, because I get a roll of 20 inches wide and I cut them, I believe, down to 11 inches if I'm correct. So that's kind of how I charge per sheet because I've calculated it and I spend around $2.25 per sheet that size, and I just add double of what that sheet cost me, and then plus whatever I think my labor is worth. And that's kind of how I charge things. There's so many ways to calculate how to charge your clients, and I think everybody's gonna have their own way of doing it, man. I don't charge by the letter. I do charge either by the sheet or by the even if I have left over, even if I can use that for the next, I still charge by that sheet. I do charge though per side, so I treat the front as one side, I treat the back as another, and I treat sleeves as a side together. So you have three sides. Well, three, yeah, I can count, right? You have three sides on a shirt according to me: the front, the back, and the sides. um Chanton, so you're gonna laugh, bro, but I have that issue a lot as well. On your printer itself, brother, check and make sure that it's not giving you a type of paper error, because I have my printer set up as a premium matte paper, but on the Cricut software it does not recognize it that way. So when it sends it over to the printer throws off a little error on the screen, and all you have to do is click OK and it'll finish loading. I know it's silly and it might not be that issue for you, but just make sure to double check that, because it happens to me a lot as well. Hey Brian, hey man, no worries, bro. That's what we're here for today, to ask questions and to help you guys out. What's up, Waldo? Whew, itch your head. Um, it depends what you're trying to do, Brian. There's not one answer for everything. If you're asking me what the most versatile type of printer that you can get that I feel and that would get you the most bang for your buck, I am going to tell you a sublimation printer. Um, you can print pretty much on anything. There's a blank for everything pretty much for sublimation. And you can also print on shirts, and you can do full prints on shirts. Now there is drawbacks to sublimation, but I think that is the most diverse way for you to get started in a shirt business, because you can use the excuse me guys, the Scissor Easy Subli to print on dark shirts, and you can print on white shirts super easy. It doesn't require weeding unless you're using the Scissor Easy Subli. So and right now I recommend the Epson. I believe it's the Epson 15,000 or the Epson 7210, I believe. Um, um, so yes, I recommend you getting a sublimation printer, man. If you want me to send you specific links or things that I use a WF2750 Epson for my sublimation printing. But shoot me a DM through Instagram, bro, at Lumedia Creative, and typically when I go to bed, I respond to a lot of those questions on there. There you go, Walter. Yeah, the ET 15,000. That's a really good one. It is on the more expensive side of things. So if you want something less expensive, you can get something like what I have, the WF 2750. I haven't had any issues with the printer, even though it's a much older one, and you can convert it from one that you buy like at Walmart or something. There's all kinds of conversion kits, man. Again, if you have any more questions, shoot me a DM through Instagram, and I'm more than happy to help you out. Yeah, Mr. J, I think I'm getting ready to get into the business of selling blanks, man. I'm tired of kind of having to source everything, and that is one of the biggest questions I get asked if I'm ever gonna sell blanks. Um, and I think I'm going to, man. Yeah, man, the Sawgrass 1000 is awesome. I do think the only reason I like the Sawgrass is because of their software that they come with. But if you're talking price per print, I would rather convert an Epson printer, just because it is way cheaper and it's much less expensive to get into. But the quality of the Sawgrass is amazing. If you got the money, Why not? Anybody else got some more questions, guys? Guys, please hit that like button. I see 11 people in here, man. Don't be shy. Hit the like button. Help this video get shared to other people. I think a lot of my lives are going to be kind of somewhat like this now. I typically try to be working on something when I go live with you guys, but it's hot. Mr. J, in my opinion, sublimation is always going to beat a laser heat transfer. But again, they both have their drawbacks. I think everything has a drawback and everything has a use, and I think everything has its place as well. So I think as a print shop or if you're doing this as a side hustle, getting your hands on as many different type of printers, I think it's worth it because everything has a use. If you're talking about feel and touch, I would say 100% sublimation. If you're talking about the type of garments I can print on easy, then I would go with the laser. But again, in the sublimation world, there's a lot of things that are happening right now, like with the Sister Easy Subli, and like the sorry guys, my dogs are going crazy, and the Subli and the cotton Subli paper or sprays as well. So I would say sublimation, man, and you can do so much more with it. With the laser printer, all you can do is print heat transfers. And I think if you get, I think, what is it, the Oki, one of the newer ones, you can print like brochures and stuff like that. But I have a company that already does that for me, and they do it very, very well. I still haven't been able to try Super Color, Waldo. I got approved and I signed up, but it's just so difficult to use their website. I just gave up. Hey, Trouble Keys. You know what, man? I'm probably not the best person to ask what the best software is to use, as I am a graphic designer by trade. But recently, I did bump into a fairly easy program to use, which is called Canva. I use Photoshop and Illustrator. That is what I personally use. That's what I am comfortable with. I have the subscription for Creative Cloud, but that doesn't mean that that it fits everybody else. I've heard good things from Affinity Designer. I've also used Inkscape, Photopea, which both of those are free. You don't have to pay squat, and Photopea is just like Photoshop. All you gotta do is go on the website. You don't even need to install anything. So if you want to dabble in something that's fairly easy to use, I would suggest Photopea. But Canva is going to be the easiest out of all of them. They have a tool to remove backgrounds. You can use text. 100% try Canva. I am going to have a link here pretty soon to like do referrals, but give that a try, man. I do highly recommend it. I'm using Canva specifically right now for my print broker business because it does allow me to design business cards, flyers, things of that nature way faster while I'm on the go or while I'm moving than Photoshop and Illustrator or InDesign. It's not as much as a clunky software, and if it's a quick business card that I need to design or a really quick shirt, you can't beat the ease of use of Canva. That's neat, Waldo. You should send me a transfer, bro, so I can print it live on one of the shirts. I can send you my logo. I'll pay for it, bro, if you want to make me one so that I can print one. Yeah, Troubled Keys. Canva does cost, though, bro. It's $12, I think, a month for the Pro. But if you want something 100% free, you can use Inkscape. You can use GIMP. And I think there's one called Photo GIMP, which looks a lot more like Photoshop. And you can also use Photopea. Just Google it. All three of those softwares are 100% free. And they all work pretty similar to Photoshop and are almost just as powerful. Are you saying that you're not a designer, Jay, or that you are? Sorry, I didn't get that. Um, ah, See, that's the other thing too. If it's a very low quality image, um, I'm about to charge you for a whole setup fee and design fee. And those fees for me are not cheap. Again, bro, value your time, man. That was one of the biggest issues that I had when I started. I did not know how to value my time. Um, and once I started doing that, I started getting customers that I actually enjoyed working with. Let me just put it that way. But if you have a company that, so are they gonna do multiple? If you do it that way, are they gonna do multiple prints on one sheet of paper for you? That way you can just cut them out like the little squares. That's how I would do it. I would ask them how many front pocket pieces they can fit on one sheet, and then once they give you that price, then I would charge probably like $8 for that back panel plus whatever you calculate that front piece, and then plus your shirt. So you'll probably be at around 11, already at $15, bro. I would probably charge anywhere from 20 to 22 for that shirt. And you can even go lower than that, but I don't believe in bulk pricing. I know a lot of people also ask me this question. Is 10 to 12 bulk pricing? No. I don't consider that bulk pricing. I still charge you full price for that amount of shirt. And that's another issue I made. I younger when I first started is that I did not know how to charge for bulk. I don't consider anything under 50 shirts bulk. So if you were gonna ask that question, I hope that answers that. Shanton, I use different ones. Right now, my favorite shirt to use, I would say, is the Cricket brand um, shirts. They're 95% polyester and I think 5% nylon, if I'm correct. I actually have a video on that as well if you want to go check that out. Those are currently my favorite shirts. They're pretty pricey if you buy them at retail, like at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and stores of that nature. But typically, their Michaels will have them 50% off or even more. I've seen them up to like 70% off, or even on their own website on Cricket's website, they always have them on sale. And Michaels, for the most part, price matches them. So if you can find those sales and deals, I 100% suggest it. They're very thick, so they feel really good, and you don't see through them like a lot of other Sublimation white shirts. Yeah, Mr. J. Again, try it first, bro. See if the trace option works. Um, I've had times where I say yes to the project and then I get into it and it doesn't work, and so then I'm backpedaling. Make sure even it's gonna take you 2 seconds to trace that if you put it in if you're using Illustrator or if you are using like Inkscape, the trace feature. It'll take you like 2 seconds to figure that out if it's easy or not. If it's not, man, stay away from it, bro. Do not give yourself that headache. Not all money is good money. Yeah, man, Shanton, they're really cheap on their website. And actually, let me check real quick. I can check real fast. And it's called their infusible ink shirt. That's what it is. I can't think of the name. I'm trying to find. Shop now. Crooked Blinks. Yeah, see, so right now on their website, they're like dirt cheap, and I'm actually about to order a bunch. Look, babe, the Crickets are on sale right now, all the shirts. But while they're really cheap on the website, Shanton, they will also actually, for the most part, they will price match Cricut's price at Michael's. I don't know if Hobby Lobby or Joann's does it, but I know Michael's does price match. But yes, right now the adult shirts are $4, the women's are $4, the youths are $3.20, toddler shirts are $7.99. The baby onesies are $2.80. Stock up, babe.
I was thinking about going to Target tonight to get a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll stock up on these because that's a good deal right now. Any other questions, guys? And Mr. J, I don't want to sound negative, bro. It's just I've been through a lot of those type of orders, man, where it seems like they're easier than they are. And just make sure, you're covering yourself on all bases. If you're asking me, that type of shirt, I would probably be a little bit higher in the $20 area. If it's that difficult, because you're going to have to weed, you're going to have to cut, you're going to have to source those front pieces, and then you're still gonna have to cut those out, and then now you gotta press both sides. It's a lot of work, man, for each shirt, and unless you're making a good profit on that, it really isn't that worth it. But if the total is 10 to 12 shirts and you do $20 a shirt, and you see that what is that? Sorry, I'm terrible at math. That's the one thing y'all don't want to ask me, because so that's $200. You're gonna spend roughly what, $50, $60 in material, maybe a little more depending where you source the shirts and how much that company is charging you for those transfers. If you can get that done within 2 hours, you're looking at let's say 120. Let's say 120. If you can do that in 2 hours, you're about $60 an hour. Not too shabby. Electricity is not going to be that much, but see, at that point it's not bad. But if your costs are more than that, man, and you're having to design this thing, you're having to do all kinds of leaps and bounds, I don't think it's worth it. Now, if you're a very young business and you're trying to gain those customers that you know are going to be good in the future, and you think it's worth keeping this customer happy, 100%. Do what you need to do, brother. But if you know that this customer is going to be that difficult every single time, yeah, I don't know. That just sounds like a very complicated order to me. I would have tried to convince them to do single color for the front, single color for the back. That way you can cut both pieces out of HTV, or you could have you could have done screen print or whatever it is that you have available to you, and it's done. Easier, less steps that you got to do. And if they do want to continue, hey, hush. And if they do want to still do it the way they're doing it right now, then I would let them know, okay, that's 100% fine, but this is what the upcharge for doing it this other way is. I always present both scenarios. I'm still going to make probably the same amount of money no matter which way I do it because of time. Again, time is valuable, guys. So that's just how I recommend tackling that scenario. And guys, if you guys can please hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm on here for a little bit longer. I'm still setting up, some stuff on the website, and hopefully I can make that live. And I will go live when all these freebies for you guys to download. A lot of my future videos that are coming out are going to have templates for you guys to download 100% free so that you can practice what I'm doing. I can tell you the next video that's about to come out is how to make that Spotify glass thing that everybody's going crazy about right now with a free template. And all I ask is for your email so I can notify you when I upload new videos. Super easy. I don't do anything else with anybody's email. And then you can download it. Easy peasy. Any other question, guys? For those of you that didn't see it at the beginning, this is also a video that's coming out next week. I'm going to be making some metal business cards. These things are awesome. Super excited to try these out. Yes, sir, Shanton. Go ahead, brother. Ask away. Ooh. How's everybody's business doing right now, guys? Aside from COVID-19, have you guys been getting a lot of mask sales? You know what? That's one of the hype trains I didn't hop on. Um, just because I've been so busy with YouTube and in my actual job. I wish I would have hopped on the mask hype train. I think you still can. I mean, people are still buying, man. Those masks are crazy right now. Shanton, if you're subbing black, you make sure you might not be leaving it on long enough. So the way sublimation typically works is sublimation. Hey, Waldo, if you got wholesale masks right now, hit my DMs, bro, on the Instagram. I need to buy some from you. Um, yeah, man, crack's pretty bad. Uh, Shanton, if you are sublimating, make sure you leave it a little longer. Black is always the last color to transfer over, so you might not be leaving the print long enough. Typically, if I sublimate on products, I do it for and this is it's 400. If I'm doing, if you're doing Fahrenheit, 400. If you're doing Celsius, I believe it's like 203 or 204, and I always typically leave it for 60 seconds. What you got, JA? Then maybe it's something with your CISS profile, Shanton. You gotta look into that. And I wish, what kind of sublimation printer do you have, Shanton? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, I saw that it came in through that it came through Waldo. I'll check it out here in a bit, brother. I'll hook you up with some jerky too, Waldo. Just because you're always so helpful, bro. Shanton, what type of sublimation do you have, bro? If you don't mind me asking. W7720. Okay, so you have the bigger format of mine. And did you just come? I'm guessing you just got a CISS kit from eBay or something like that to convert it. I would highly suggest, man, whoever you got that from, they should have gave you a profile that you install onto the computer, so that you can sublimate. If not, try finding one online that's pretty universal and see if that helps out. But you have to set up that printing profile. That's a good deal, Robert. I mean, yeah, Waldo, sorry. Guys, if you don't mind hitting that like button, any questions you might have about sublimation, HTV, DTG, um, and soon, hopefully, I'm going to be getting into the laser engraving business as well. Super excited about that. And guys, thank you so much as well. You know, I've gained over 4,000 subscribers in the past 2 months. I am so stoked that the channel is growing. And Waldo, I think I just saw a video that just get. I'm gonna have to tag you on one of the next videos, bro, because I think you just uploaded a video that piqued my interest that I was gonna copy. But I'll tag you and I'll give you credit, brother, for giving me the idea. I can't remember which one it was. I was watching. I was looking at it. I was about to watch it yesterday, and I was like, man, Waldo's on top of it, bro. I'm gonna have to give him some shout outs on my next video. Yes, that's what it was. Yes, that one. Dude, that is pretty cool with the laminate paper. I'm gonna have to try that. And I have lamination sheets somewhere. I have lamination sheets. Hopefully they turn back up at the house. My wife decides to always let people borrow my stuff, and then they never come back home. So hopefully she gets my laminator and my pack of sheets
I
back.
didn't let anybody borrow it. I used it in my parents.
That's pretty. That's pretty cool, Waldo. Hey, would you happen to know where I can get some of those really skinny sublimatable tumblers, the 20-ounce ones? Make sure to tag me, Waldo, man. That way I can be commenting on your stuff, bro. I think there's a way you can tag me in the videos. I follow you, right? Because I'm sure I subscribe to your channel, so you should be able to tag me or at me on some of your videos. Anyways, guys, any more questions? I'm here for a few more minutes before I gotta hop off so I can finish adding these features to the websites. Like I said earlier, you're gonna be able to download some cool templates. I'm still trying to the only thing I'm trying to figure out is how I'm gonna have those set up on the website. Because my website's gonna move 100% more towards educational and to where you can order blinks. Even if it's in the comments, Waldo, just at me on there. I think you can tag me down there in the comments. And I need to have a conversation with you, Waldo, where you buy all your blanks, brother. Because like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to probably start doing that on the website. Or maybe we can collab on some of this stuff. And you give me a little commission and I start selling, start slanging them. We can start selling tons of these boys. Any more questions, guys? I see 9 people in here. I know all 9 of you haven't been here throughout the whole video. Don't be afraid to ask any questions about sublimation, HTV, heat presses, any recommendations on equipment, you know, what I use, my setup, stuff like that. Anything you guys might need, let me know. I'm here to help you guys out. I love helping anybody out that I can. And hopefully these next few videos that are about to come out will be beneficial for you guys and your small business. I'm also doing, I've been talking about this one for a while. I'm doing a window tint series, and that one's just been taking me forever. Hopefully, like I said, after the shed is built, I'll have place for storage and stuff like that so that I can do some more of the other type of videos I've been wanting to do. What's up, Blizzy? Appreciate that, brother. Thanks for stopping by, leaving a comment. If you can hit like on the live, that'd be amazing. If you have a channel, I'll check you out too, bro. Alrighty, guys. Any other questions before I hop off here? I was trying to be on here for an hour, but since I haven't really done one of these in a while, it's a little slow today. Not a lot of my regulars or my norms are in here. Oh, what's up, Pedro? Like I said, Mr. J, I charge from 10 to 15 cents a square inch, depending on how hard it is to weed it. And anything typically, like if it's a simple, like, I don't know how to call the decals, but you know, like the bumper stickers people put, like the panty dropper or just funny decals like that. If there's 6, let me see. So if it's like an 8x8, that's kind of bundled from my 10 to 11 inch and under type of decals. and I charge $6 to $7 a decal of that size. You do, Pedro? What shop do you work at, bro? Must be nice to have a whole shop though, bro. I wish I had a shop. I just have my my little back design room that I consider a little shop, and I'm getting ready to add more printers or more type of stuff back there. What do you guys print? Pedro shirts, or do you guys sublimate? Do y'all do wide format? What type of print do y'all do? Print marketing, or what is it? Now you got my interest peak. See. 100%, bro. Everybody starts somewhere. 2 years ago, I never thought I had 14 subscribers on my YouTube. Oh yeah, Waldo. I think I did a live video trying it out. I got it from, what is it, Jill? That was pretty cool. Nice, Pedro, or iBlizzy. That's pretty cool, bro. I'm guessing you guys have full-blown DTG printers and stuff of that nature. Oh, man. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm going to cut it out here in like 3 minutes. So if you guys have any last-minute questions, I'm going to cut it out at the 45-minute mark. I'm going to get cranking back on my website, and I'm trying to update it and change it more for educational purposes and purchasing for your business. I want to become that one-stop shop for everybody that does sublimation, HTV. So I'm trying to reach out to companies right now to be able to sell their products on my website. Mr. J, no problem, man. Hopefully the next one you guys catch me on, I'm actually printing on something. So they do screen printing then, Pedro? Hopefully next time you guys catch me, it's me actually working in the design room. It's just so hot after cooking dinner on that side of the house. Because it's not very well insulated over there, and we have so many windows back there. Yeah, Waldo, no music playing, man. It's a little different today. It's a little odd. It's on my phone, so it's been strange. It was strange, today's live. But I do appreciate everybody that showed up. Thank you, Miguel, for the $10 super chat. That was awesome, man. I always get excited when I get a little super chat bonus. And hopefully you guys learned a little bit. Let me see. Hold up, bro. Yeah, they come out good, man, even with the regular sheets of paper. But anyways, guys, I really hope I can keep bringing you guys value. My next few videos are just going to be a lot about sublimation and the different types of things you can sublimate on. Also, keep a look out for my 30-day challenge that's going to start at the beginning of August. I'm hoping. I'm going to start literally a company from scratch, website, logo. You're going to watch me do everything. I don't know if I'm going to be doing live for that or they're just going to be edited videos. But stay tuned for that series, and I'm going to tell you how much money I made or lost at the end of the month in August. I'm super stoked for that series. But yeah, anyways, guys, stay safe out there. If you guys have any questions, make sure to reach out to me through my Instagram at Lumedia Creative. I always try to respond to everybody. Make sure you follow me, because if not, the messages go to the other folder and I do not see them a lot of the times. I forget to check that folder a lot. You could also reach out to me through Facebook, and yeah, or just leave comments below. I always answer every single comment. If you guys haven't noticed, if you go through all my videos, I try to get to every single comment. So you guys have a good one. I hope to catch y'all next week. And yeah, catch you on the next video.